It is Thursday, the 11th, I believe, June 11th. Did some journaling, spent some time with Jesus, and just went on a little walk. Yeah, got some fresh air, just a little loop around the neighborhood, so that felt really nice. And now I want some lemons, because I want some lemon water. I miss my lemon water. I was doing so good, actually. I think I talked about that in my first video, but I was actually doing really good with the lemon water, but then I ran out of lemons, so I want to get some lemons and some milk for my coffee. But yeah, I'm just gonna do a day in the life today for this week's video. Not a week, just a day on a Thursday. What I'm up to on Thursdays. I'm gonna get my day started, and I hope you enjoy this video.
Don't know why. Cosplay cowgirls and numberless jazz. We're feeling just fine in our running hats. Walking the wild, walking the wild. I don't know why. I don't mind the hustle and the tussle. I don't mind the grind. I don't mind pretending we don't see these signs.
I've still been really good about not having coffee first thing in the morning. I pretty much don't do it anymore, which I'm really proud of myself for. Usually I always start with water, or I've been drinking the smoothie also like pretty much every morning, and I've noticed that it's helped my digestion a lot, which is awesome. And I've been making these videos like 6 weeks now, which is kind of crazy. I can't believe I'm already on like 6 videos. So yeah, I'm still drinking smoothies, getting fiber in. I've added creatine to this. I still get creatine, L-glutamine. I put chia seeds, flax seeds, kiwis, spinach, fruit. So lots of good stuff. And I feel like things are still moving, which is the goal. So I also got this new sweatshirt I should show you. It's called there's this girl I follow on Instagram. I really loved this sweatshirt because I love blue, and I wanted something also like Christ-related, faith-based apparel. And so yeah, it says he loved us first. And then the back is pretty cool. Hopefully you can see it. Yeah. So I really like it. It's super comfy. It's a medium because I wanted it oversized. And that it is very oversized, which I love. Probably do the Mind of God lesson because I haven't done one of those in a bit. And then I also want to do some biomechanics. Then also want to work on Face It. So that's what I have today. And I also have run club today at 6:30. And I want to go to the gym. So yeah, those are the things I want to do. And this is kind of helping me stay accountable to those. So let's get going. And yeah.
Earthly ruler. These things govern principalities, messengers to September of 2025. A lot happened with me personally, a lot happened with the show, a lot of revelation.
just got done now with the Mind of God, a little lecture thing I'm going through, which was really good. I was learning what I liked that I was learning about was some of the personality traits of God. So I'll share a few, or the ones he was talking about, because there's an infinite amount of God's personality traits, but the ones he was talking about, the guy that I was listening to in this week's, or just where I am at in the lectures, is one is God is covenantal, relationship focused. He talks about covenant a lot in the Bible, especially where I'm reading in Genesis and Exodus, in the first 5 books of the Bible, especially just the covenants he had with Abraham and his promise to multiply his family and just all the covenants that God continues to have with me today and with us, and not to lean on our own self-protection and just not have self-reliance and self-preservation, which is something I know I could do a lot, is self-protect. So I really liked that one. Another one is he's generational, long-term thinking. A lot of blessing that you can have can come from the faithfulness of your parents and your grandparents, and the faith that they had and the prayer that they had over their future generations, which would be me now. And my grandparents are some of the most faithful people I know, so I do feel blessed in that aspect of God's personality, is that he has given me those prayers and those people to pray over my life and my generation. So the third one he mentioned was justice-oriented with a bias towards mercy, and that one was basically saying that God likes a even scale, I believe was what it was. He doesn't like imbalanced scales. So for me, for example, like some things I've learned was I used to put a lot of value and worth in performance, and I still sometimes do, but I've definitely gotten a lot better at knowing I am not determined by the races I do or the numbers and weight I put up. Like, that doesn't determine my worth in my relationships. And some of the things I've even learned from that is like sports injuries I've had. Like, there's been some marathon programs I've trained for, and then like the first marathon I was gonna run, I hurt my hip, and I wasn't able to run it, and I was actually like devastated. I didn't know the Lord then, and that kind of broke me. Like, I just felt like something I had trained for and spent so much time in, and felt like I had people cheer me on for it, just like I couldn't do it anymore. But now, like, for my last marathon training that I did, I ran a marathon while I was traveling in January of this year. And one of the things is I got a knee pain like near the end, and I ended up not doing I was gonna cap it out at 20 miles, and I decided I cap it out at 18 miles for my longest run. And it was because of that knee injury. I was like, I'm not gonna push it. For my lesson before, I'd rather have a stable body and be present with my family anyways, because it's around Christmas, and just not run this week. I'm just gonna be present with my family, let it heal, take a break. And it ended up feeling better, and I got to run it, and I got into my goal of 4 hours, and I also just got to really be present with my grandparents, my mom, before I left for Asia, and really share and just break down in front of them and just open up my heart to them and just have them open up to me. And it was honestly a really nice holiday. So yeah. And then the fourth one he said was creative. God is very creative. He is the creator of the universe, and I think that's one of my favorite things about him, and something I learned recently, or just that was like a epitome, I think is the right word. Like that epitome moment was like, I love to create, and I think what really sold for me with God is like, he's the creator of the universe, and so to partner with the creator of the universe to create and invent was just like really cool to think about. And the way God thinks is man would never think of it. Man would never think that kind of thing, of whatever creativity it is, and it won't probably logically make sense to our human brains. So, especially with what I feel a call to do is just to create some sort of product or just something to benefit other people, to help them see the world in a new way, or just to like reconnect with who they are, is some sort of product I want to create. And he can come up with creative solutions, and it's just asking him and partnering with him to do that. So that was that one. And then the last one is he is redemptive, not preventative. So God doesn't prevent crises, he redeems it. And I think I can have a big testament to that, and I'm sure a lot of you guys can too, of that he doesn't give us difficult situations, but he gives us, he prepares us to go walk through these difficult situations. Even if we think we're not ready for it, he knows and has a plan for our life and knows those seasons that we're going to walk through. And he is holding our hand through it and is next to us through it. And even if we don't want to be there, it's for our own growth. And a lot of those seasons I have come out, I feel like knowing and growing deeper with God. And so, yeah, and he will redeem those difficult situations for his good and for his glory. And hopefully you can use those as a testament to someone else. So those are a few things that he mentioned for his traits of God. And yeah, so I really liked those. And definitely going to start to try and just implement and just be mindful of those things, especially the covenantal one. I think that one spoke to me the most, of something I could be better about implementing. Because I think I do tend to turn to self-protection more because I don't want to be rejected. I think that's just like my own wound that I deal with and that I'm learning to work through. So I tend to operate out of that fear of rejection. So yeah, I'm trying to remember God's covenant to me of that he is a protector for me, and that he doesn't, like, what's meant for me is what's meant for me. Like, he has the plan for my life, and if there's an opportunity for me to talk about him, or something comes up where I feel like I might get that fear of rejection, it's probably because he's putting me in that situation to prepare me for something bigger. So yeah, I'm going to try and be mindful of that in this next week and just go from there, and hopefully continue to implement it week after week. So yeah, that was that part of my day, and take a little break, and then either gonna go to the gym right now, or I might do some lessons on biomechanics, but I might need a brain break as well, so I think I might go to the gym. So yeah, just right on Mr. Jim. Mr. Jimmy. was a good workout. I'm still doing full body workouts. I haven't been doing cleans as much. All right, I'm gonna flip this. There we go. So I can drive. I haven't been doing I've been doing cleans still. I did those today. I haven't really been doing snatches. I feel like they're just still kind of, they're not totally, I was enjoying it while I had it, but I feel like I'm enjoying more of the balance with running. It's a little bit harder, so I'm still doing cleans, still doing full body, still aiming for like 3 for sure, sometimes 4 times a week. But I'm also still training for that half marathon. That's in July, near the end of July, which I haven't really been doing that great with training wise. I did do 5 miles yesterday, so it was like a 9:23 pace, so that was okay. But yeah, I'll finish this in a second. I'm getting a call. I'm not in the car anymore. Got disrupted by a phone call. But anyways, good workout. Still doing full body 3 to 4 times a week. And feeling good. And I'm feeling strong again. Yeah, I'm happy with how my progress is going. I incorporated squats. And I think still been doing some runs, getting in the foothills, doing some hikes. So feeling pretty good. Feeling just like strong in my body again. Things are moving, like I said earlier. Still no menstrual cycle after I took progesterone for 2 weeks. Still no cycle, so still working on that. But I feel like my mood's gotten better, at least with taking testosterone for a couple weeks. So, and it's just like a cream that I rub on my forearms at night. So it's not like a high dose, which I know it's not a high dose because I don't feel like I'm getting any breakouts or my voice. It's not like a crazy dose or anything. Just enough to kind of balance out my levels. So yeah, on there. And I'm gonna eat some food. And I think I decided I'm gonna do my biomechanics lesson now. Yeah, making lunch. Leftover pork from Victoria's wedding, sweet potato, green beans, carrots, pickles. It's lunch. Eating carrots. I'm done with this biomechanics section of my day. Because I want to do something else now. Because I can, free will. It was interesting. I was learning, he was talking about just how they use springs and how springs are applied through different ways of preventing injury, or in different types of shoes, or even in like basketball courts, like the flooring or tracks and stuff like that. The professor that I'm listening to on YouTube, he's from Stanford, and so he was talking about the basketball court is one of the springiest, and this is like from a few years ago, so it might be different now, but at the time they had like the springiest like flooring out of like the Pac-12, I think is what it is. But he was saying that there was like 3 times more injuries due to that because it was just too springy, is my takeaway from that. But it was just interesting that I wouldn't have thought about like the mechanics of the floorboards of a basketball court compared to like I see for a track more so, because that is like strictly for running purposes, but technically you run on a basketball court, that's part of the sport. So I thought that was interesting, that even biomechanics are applied to just floorboards for a court, for an athletics court. So yeah, learning about that, did a few of their homework problems from their website, and now I'm moving on. Probably gonna draw. See how that goes. Okay, I'm done drawing for the day. Started drawing my plant because I want to use color again. And I feel like I've been hungry just all day, so I'm now eating a mini beef stick. And I'm kind of tired. So again, free will. I think I'm gonna sit here for a bit. Try not to doom scroll on my phone. And maybe watch TV instead. Or I'll take a nap, depending which comes first. And then it's 4:20 right now. Oh, I've run club in like a couple hours. So got some time to kill. Yeah. Again, this is just kind of like what my ideal day would be. Not every day is the same. Again, I'm not working either. So I kind of can just do whatever I want. But I've been trying to still add some structure where I'm staying productive, getting workouts in, moving my goals forward, but not overwhelming myself with it or feeling like I need to be producing all the time, which has already been most of today. So taking now a break to just sit and be. Okay, we finally made it to run club time. I just did my Spanish lesson. 52-day streak. I'm on a 52-day streak. That's pretty impressive if you ask me. With Duolingo, still in the basics, but I'm proud of myself. I've actually been sticking to it. So, learned how to say moleta, which means bag, like suitcase. I was like, I know, I literally just learned it. Suitcase or bag. I've also been learning how to say like where you from, like de donde eres, stuff like that, or where I'm from. Yo soy de California o Estados Unidos, things like that. Anyways, run club. This is what I'm wearing. Felt funny today. And we're bringing out the crawl before we walk shirt because it's funny. And why not? So yeah, I'm gonna go do that. And again, I've been hungry like all day, so we need to get this going, get the ball rolling. I've been eating, I'm not like starving myself, I promise. I'm trying not to, but also trying not to snack all day. Man. Anyways, run club, see you there. Okay, I'm back from run club. I didn't film very much because I kind of like to try and be pretty present while I'm there. I usually don't bring my phone, and I did because I was going to film something, and then I didn't even end up filming anything, so which is on par. But it was good. It was very busy. I met 2 new people, which is pretty cool. So yeah, I just like meeting new people. I feel like the point of the club is just to, shouldn't be cliquey, you know, get to see people I've already met, but also meet new ones. And yeah, that's the point of the club. So that was nice. I got 1 comment on the shirt. They're like, who is that? And I'm like, that's me. So it's funny. But yeah, still got to catch up with some people as well. But it was good. And I couldn't resist. And I bought the popcorn. I've been thinking about it, and the way you help block food noise is you give into the cravings, but you do it in a way where it's controlled. And the only way I can control my cravings is by not totally restricting myself. So I know I can do it. And yeah. So I bought the popcorn and I'm excited to eat it. So just going to try and not overindulge, enjoy it, not overconsume. Yeah, so I'm gonna eat some dinner, just relax for the rest of the night, and I'll check in with you guys in a little bit. All right, I almost forgot to do an outro, but that was pretty much a day in the life on a Thursday. So typically try to get in just some movement, do something I enjoy, spend time with the Lord, connect, and I feel like that's kind of makes a good day. Get some rest as well, and so yeah, that's close to an ideal day for me right now until I start really working and giving my time away. But yeah, wow, I forgot. And it's 9:30 right now, and try to get in bed around this time, sleep by 10. This week it's obviously been kind of hectic, but that's around my ideal time because I still like my mornings. So yeah, I'll do that. I'll probably read for a little bit and then go to bed. So just wanted to say that. But yeah, thanks for watching again, and I'll see you next week. Bye.